consistently turning up to the sessions. Yeah, so my name is Katie O'Brien and I'm a para rower. So para rowing, there's basically 3 classifications: PR1, PR2, and PR3. The PR1, just to give you a brief synopsis, is PR is para rowing, and then the 1 is for only using your arms, the 2 is for your arms and your body, and then the 3, para rowing 3, is using your arms, your body, and your legs. So I'm PR2, so when I row, I actually don't use the slide. I have a special seat, you can see it there, it's attached onto the slide. So I just use arms and body. Now I know 90% of the people here are going to be using their legs tonight, and that's perfectly fine because 80% of the stroke is the very same. So hopefully you can pick up something anyway, hopefully, from the session. So we'll get, if it's okay, Derek, we'll start the warm up and we can talk through the session then before we start. Is that all right?
Yeah, that's perfect, Katie.
Yeah, so like I was saying, the stroke really is pretty similar, other than the fact that the leg drive, I don't have the leg drive. So once the leg drive is over, it's the very same. It's body and then it's arms. So when I'm talking through things, I'll refer to able-bodied rowing or para rowers, just in case it's a slight different, but most of it's the very same. And I know most people will start their warm up anyway. With arms only, and then with arms and body. So y'all are well used to doing it, I'm sure. Okay, so we'll start our warm up anyway. Going from backstops, we're just going to start with some arms only. So with the arms only, you're really making sure that you're using everything that you can and bringing that handle right into your chest, getting every centimeter out of the stroke. And as you can imagine, this is hugely important in para rowing, this part of the stroke, because it makes up 50% of the stroke. It's not just the finish anymore for us. It's 50% of the stroke. So this is an area we definitely have to be really strong in, and it's definitely an area that being strong in for able-bodied rowing would be super helpful as well. So nice loose grip, bringing the handle into the chest. And we're going to start to bring in some body swing now. Remembering arms and then body. Arms and then body. That's it. Again, getting the maximum out of you can, using just your arms and body. Bringing the handle right into the chest. Okay, so now the para rowers, we're going to spend the next 2 minutes increasing the length of our stroke to the maximum reach we can get. And anybody using the slide, you can start working your way up through quarter slides, then half slides, then 3/4 slides, and then full slides. In about 30 seconds, okay? So off you go, working your way up through quarter slides, half slides, 3/4 slides, and full slides. Nice loose grip. Just warming up the body. Making sure that when you get out to that catch position, you're latching on straight away. There's no wasted energy. Okay, so you should be able, at least on your half slides now. Well done, guys, really good. That's it, nice steady pace. Feeling the body get warm. Handle into the chest. Rowers, para rowers getting that maximum reach, or up to our full slides now. Okay, so the next exercise we're going to do is usually something you would do in a boat, but since we're not getting out in the boats, I think it's super important to kind of visualize that you are. So the next exercise is a pausing of back steps for about 3 seconds. Go. Guys, the importance of this is making sure that you're leading with your hands away from that pause position. Hands and then body. Really accentuating that pause and the movement of the arms and then body. You can kind of take the session to really work on that back end of the stroke, because that's what I'll be focusing on a lot. Okay, we're going to bring in the pause now, but at the hands away. Again, pausing for about 3 seconds. Imagining that the boat running beneath you when you pause. Letting the arms come away and then the body swings after the pause. And continuous. So we should be full slides now, nice and relaxed, taking that full stroke. Okay, so we're going to do a few firm strokes now, guys. We're going to do 10 firm, and I'll count you down to build over 3, okay? Building over 3, 2, and 1. And down. Well done. Great, guys. Those firm strokes are whatever firm means to you. So they don't need to be crazy high splits or anything, just pressure on and really getting that hard up. Nice and relaxed now. Letting those down. A patch, keep them nice. Nice. Stops the oars soon flying up. Okay, we'll go for another burst of 10, guys. Building over 3, 2, and 1. And down. Well done. That's it, guys. Well done. Nice and relaxed now. Nice loose grip. We're going to do one more. First of 10. Building over 3, 2, and 1. Go. And down. Well done, guys. Okay, really, really loose now. Really relaxed. Just making your way through each stroke. Technically correct, but no pressure on it. Well done, guys. Okay, warm up over. Take a drink there, guys, if you want one or need one. So I'd say most of you know the session. I sent it on to Derek. I think he sent out the email. But so it's 3 11-minute pieces. We've broken it down into 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. It's kind of a pyramid. So we'll start at a rate of 18, work up to 20, then 22, and back down. And for the second kind of 11-minute piece, we'll up the rate by 2, and for the third one, we'll up the rate by 2 again. So it does get increasingly, well, I wouldn't say difficult, but definitely gets an increase of work maybe. So whenever you're ready, guys, we'll get going. Let's get the fluid in and clock set. So we'll set it for 11 minutes with a 3-minute rest, okay? So we work out interval 10, 11 minutes. Neville was asking me about rates earlier, and I was just saying that although rate 18 is kind of difficult to keep sometimes because it is so low, especially when I've a shorter stroke like this, it's really, I suppose it's really good to force you to get the maximum out of your stroke and really lengthen out the stroke, and then really nice and relaxed on the recovery on the way forward. So for the stroke 18, just really focus on that nice relaxed recovery the whole way through the stroke. Okay, so whenever you're ready, guys, starting our first 11-minute piece. So it's first part is 3 minutes, but don't worry, I'll shout all the calls and the changes. So just don't worry too much about the changes. I'll let you know when they're coming. Okay, so we go from back stops. Are you ready? Where's 18? Go. And as quick as you can, guys, settling into that rate of 18. Don't let yourself go any higher. allowing a really nice long recovery. Rolling the hands away at the finish. Really nice. Rate of 18, nice and relaxed. Looking for about 70 or 80% pressure-wise here, guys. Nothing too crazy, but you want to be able to talk, but gasping a little bit. Really focusing on moving around the back end. At no time does the handle stop. Even though our rates are low, it's always moving. Well done, guys, really nice. On these lower rates, really focusing on engaging that core and squeezing it the whole way through. Keeping pressure on the foot plates or the seat for us power rowers, squeezing through the core, down onto the seat or foot plates. Okay, so we're coming up to our first change, guys. Nice smooth transition is what we're looking for. Just up to stroke rate of 20, okay? I'll call the change. That's it. Nice and relaxed. Change coming. Now, stroke rate of 20. That's it, guys. And because these are pyramid pieces, ideally, the splits you start with at a stroke rate of 18 or a stroke rate of 20 are the splits you'll have when you end with a stroke rate of 18 or a stroke rate of 20. So trying to be really consistent through this is really important. That's it, guys. Remembering at the catch, not to let those hands drop. It's all straight lines in rowing, so hands straight out and straight back. Really nice. So we're coming up on our next change, guys, up to a stroke rate of 22 for 1 minute. Again, looking for that nice smooth transition onto a stroke rate of 22. Change coming. Now, really nice. Just a minute at this, guys. Staying relaxed, nice loose hands, squeezing the core. That's it. 70 or 80% pressure. Remembering what split you're holding now. And we're going to try and hold this split when we're at rate 22 for the whole pieces. Okay, coming up on our next change, rate 20. Change coming now. Smooth, that's it. Go on, guys. That's it. Remembering our straight lines, hands out and back, all in a straight line. Not letting them drop at the finish or at the catch. That's really nice. Keeping that work on, that's it. Grinding through it. Being consistent. And we're coming up to our last change of this piece. Back down to a stroke rate of 18. And remembering at that nice low rate, we're really focusing on the back end and keeping the handle moving. Change coming. Now, stroke rate of 18. Really nice. Nice and smooth. And as you draw that handle into the chest, I want you to imagine pinching your shoulder blades and opening up the chest. Rather than using your traps, you're using your shoulders, the muscles behind your shoulder blades to really open up the chest. That's it. And if you find your rate creeping up, it's very normal. Just let yourself bring it right back down. Focusing on that end, back end of the stroke. The handle comes down and away, always moving. Making sure that handle comes right into the chest. Don't miss any part of the stroke. Getting every inch you can, but always moving. That's it, guys. Last minute of this piece. Keeping consistent. Finishing at the same split we started at. Nice Loose hands. Well done, guys. First piece done. Take a drink there, whatever you like. If anyone has any questions or anything about the piece there or any queries, let me know. So this technique is well just about kind of consistency and trying to kind of put on a bit of work, but not killing yourself, but you know, getting that, keeping the sweat up, I suppose, through the whole session. And kind of just trying to stay, like I said, stay consistent with this if you can.
Can you hear me, Katie? Mark is after sending in a very good question there. He wants you to let him know who's the best upcoming para rower, male para rower.
God, if I let that slip, I'd think I'd be killed. That's top class information. No, in fairness, I have to say we have a few very good up and coming para rowers, and it's brilliant to see because we haven't had them in a long time. So it's brilliant. There's Alicia and there's two Marks here tonight as well, I think, and they're all really, really impressive. So it's great to see them up and coming.
Fantastic.
So guys, for this next one, we're going to start at a rate of 20. So working our way up again, 20 and then 22 and then 24. So I suppose intensity is up a little bit, but in some ways not having to do with a stroke rate of 18, I think it's more natural, shall we say, I suppose. So I'm just going to get moving again anyway and just get body moving. Just nice and relaxed. Same layout again. 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. The 10 seconds left. Straight out of 20. And go. So trying to settle onto that rate straight away, guys. Again, thinking about the sequence of your stroke, whether it's just arms and body, whether it's just your arms or arms, body, then legs. Thinking about that as we go through every stroke. Might seem a bit robotic, but it becomes more fluid, and it's really important that you do lead with your arms and then your body, because it gradually shifts the weight from the back of the boat to the front of the boat. So you don't fling it all forward at the same time and it just ends up slowing down the boat. Again here, just looking for that consistency, guys. Keeping the pressure on. Thinking again about that, opening up the chest, pinching back the shoulders. Really good. Remembering to stay connected through the foot plate or your seat throughout the whole stroke. So we're coming up on our first change. Stroke rate of 22. For 2 minutes. Change coming. Now, nice and smooth transition every time. And it's the same on the way back, guys. The last thing that happens is your arms break. Should be coming back first with the leg drive, then the body swing, and then the arms. Even though I don't use my legs, you'll notice that my knees pop up during the stroke. And I try and mimic what should be a leg drive. Bringing the handle right into the chest. That's it. Arms, body, legs, legs, body, arms. Coming up to our change, guys. Again, looking for that nice smooth transition up to 24. Change coming. Now, really nice. And as the rates come up, we keep that same technique, nothing changes. Coming up on our next change, we'll be going back down to 22. Change coming. Well done, guys. Now, that's it. Nice and smooth. Down to 22. When you reach out for that catch, making sure that you're latching on straight away, not losing any energy that you put into getting out there. Again, super important with the para rowing, not to waste any of your stroke. With all rowing, really, I suppose. If you find your fingers are tightening up, I'm sure you've all heard of piano fingers before. I'm sure coaches always say it to you. So play a bit of piano by wiggling your fingers. That's how loose they should be. Really nice, guys. So we're coming up on our last change to this piece. Change coming. That's it, last minute now. Keep the focus, keep the rate, and keep the split. Keeping those hands moving around the back end. Don't let those hands drop at the catch. Really nice. Last few strokes. Okay, well done, guys. Really good. 2 down, 1 to go. Fire away. Please. From the last two pieces, I don't use the slide when I'm rowing. So if anyone is intrigued as to how it is or how it feels, feel free to even try the first 3 minutes of the next piece. Arms and body, or the whole piece if you're feeling up to it. But please don't injure yourself. Make sure you're not just pulling out of it and yanking out of your back, please. Make sure you're keeping your correct technique. Feel free to step into the shoes of a power rower if you like.
Hello?
How's it going?
Hello? Hi, sorry, I just have a question.
Yeah.
Do you have a good stretch? Do you have a good stretch for between the shoulder blades? Because I kind of tense up there and I get pain at the back there. So just, yeah, right there, exactly where you put, yeah. Do you have a good stretch?
Yeah,
to show us.
Do you know what's great actually
Thanks.
is if you had a slitter or a tennis ball, and what you can do is you can put it in behind your shoulder blade, and kind of if you put it on the floor or up against a wall and roll up and down, it really can get into all those muscles if they do get tight.
Okay.
And I suppose the other stretches that you can do then is across the body, behind the back. They're the two main ones for the behind the shoulder blades.
Okay. Lovely. Tennis balls though, hard ball.
Yeah, a nice little hard ball. There is specific ones for doing it for rolling, but a tennis ball or a slitter or anything will do. And just roll it in behind the shoulder blades. It's quite painful the first few times, but as you get rid of the knots in your muscles, it's really good for maintaining it. It's like getting a massage or whatever.
Lovely. Thanks a million. Thank you.
No bother at all. Okay, guys, so 20 seconds left on our rest. Just get moving again, get the body ready. Last piece now, so let's keep the focus. Starting at a rate of 22 this time, a little bit more intense, okay? Are you ready? And row. Settling straight away into that rate now again. If anyone is attempting to not use their legs, make sure you're using your arms and then your body, and then your body and your arms on the way back. Don't let your bum slip forward or slip back to strain your back, and really keep a tight core. It's really, really important. Tight core the whole way through. That's it, guys. Stroke rate of 22. Rates are coming up now, so let's just focus on all the technical points we've talked about so far. Bringing that handle into the chest, getting everything out of the stroke. Arms and body. And remember to keep moving around the back end. Nice and fluid. Keeping that consistent pressure. Coming up on our change now, guys. Up to a stroke rate of 24. For 2 minutes. Really focus now on those technical points and staying loose and relaxed. Change coming. Now, open up that chest, handle in. Loose grip. Tight core. Connection all the way through from your core down through your legs and onto the foot plate. Really good. Keeping that full length of your stroke and not letting the hands drop. We're coming up on our change now. We're 1 minute at 26. And as we bring up the rate here, again, make sure it's nice and smooth and nothing changes. Keep the pressure on and let the spit drop. Change coming. Rate 26. Now, remembering the technique here, guys. Keep the focus. Don't let the rates fly up. Staying at rate 26. That's it. Really nice, guys. Last 20 seconds. Keep it up now. Keep that split. Keep that pressure. Change coming to rate 24. Change coming. Now, smooth into rate 24. Keeping that rhythm, guys. Really important to keep the same rhythm for pretending we're in a crew boat and everybody has to stay to the same rhythm as the person in front of you or behind you. Rate 24 now. Make the most of these last few minutes of the session, guys. Last bit of work. You've done so well. So as we come up to our last change, guys, keep the head up, airways open. Don't let the body slouch now that you're tired. shoulders up tall, core squeezed, staying strong. Change coming now to a rate of 22 for 3 minutes. Change coming. Now. Last 3 minutes of work, guys. Let's keep that focus. And try and keep that split now. Don't let it change. Rate 22. Don't let it creep up or creep down. As you get tired, it's more difficult to keep it. So really focus now. Last bit of work. Straight lines. Arms out straight in front of you. And straight back. Squeeze that core now. Sit up tall. Well done, guys. Okay, let's finish strong now. Hold the core, hold the technique. Arms, body, legs, legs, body, arms. Last minute. Keep those elbows up and back. That's it, guys. Last few strokes. Squeezing the core. Handle into the chest. Well done. Well done, guys. Really, really good. Hope that was okay now. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll do a bit of a cool down, I suppose, get the lactic acid moving. And then if anyone has any questions, you can fire away. I do a lot of arms only paddling just to start off with anyway, and I usually finish with it as well. But whatever you like, whatever suits you guys, whatever you're used to, just fire away there and keep the body moving. So I'm just working my way through the stroke now. Really nice and relaxed. Just going through the motions. Bring in those pausing exercises again if you like. They're a nice one for the cool down as well. Really imagining you're out in the boat now. Pause with the arms away. Going back to continuous. Really relaxed now, really low rate, no pressure, just go through the motions. Keeping the technique though, keeping those elbows up and back. Don't drop down into the boat. Just keeping the body moving, working your way through stroke. And I'm just going to finish up now with a little bit of arms only. Okay, well done guys. Great session. Hope that was okay.
It was fantastic, Katie. It was an excellent
well done for
session.
joining.
Fair play to you.
Thanks, Katie.
Guys, if any of you have any questions for Katie, you can unmute yourselves and ask, or you can put them into the chat box if you want.
Hey, Katie.
Neville,
Neville here. I did the second two pieces with arms only.
Oh yeah?
It's really hard. So I never realized actually how tough it is to row just arms only, you know, just obviously having never done it. But
Yeah.
the serious strength up in the shoulders and the, you know, the upper back.
I suppose I don't have the comparison to compare it to, so it's probably, you know, it's hard for me to compare it. But yeah, I think it's hugely, even though I think for able-bodied rowers, it's all about, a lot of it anyway is the leg drive. So you really have a flip of it when you have to really focus in on those upper back muscles and core muscles.
Yeah. Tough. Well done.
well done.
Jesus, fair play to you for giving it a go. I wasn't sure if anyone would take me up on that.
I was actually going to comment and ask Neville how he found it. I saw him doing it there. Fair play to you, Neville. And there was a few other people who actually tried it for the last session as well, which
Well
was very
done,
good.
guys. Fair play to you. That's
Katie, there's a
ongoing.
question in here from Anik Frobrook. She's from Castle Connell Bow Club. She just said she noticed that you were using some of the slides during the piece, and how much slide is legal to use for PR2 races?
If you can see there, I have a seat that doesn't move, so it's locked on there. So basically, you're not allowed to use a slide, but I don't. It's not that I slide on my seat, but my knees, when I lean forward, my knees pop up, and then when I lean back, my knees come down. And I suppose the connection I keep through, I don't really keep a connection through my left foot, but I keep a connection through my right foot. And I suppose when I come back and forward, that connection, even though it might only be 2 or 3 inches through my knees, it's kind of, I suppose, gives me 2 or 3 inches that I wouldn't get if I wasn't using my legs. So although I'm not using the slide, I'm getting maybe 2 or 3 inches of a pop, we call it, out of my knees.
Very good.
Which I think adds a bit of strength into the stroke.
Adds a bit of power, yeah. We have another question in there, Katie, from Owen McLaughlin. He said that he heard on Rowing Ireland podcast that you are a vet and was just wondering how you can keep training through such a timely, intensive course.
Yeah, it was definitely difficult, and I've actually recently started working out as a vet as well in Tuam, so I'm balancing the training with working as a vet as well. But it's definitely manageable, and I think the two of them do go hand in hand. If you kind of organize your day and just when you're doing what, whether it's training in the morning and studying in the evening, or the other way around, whichever suits you and suits your kind of. I know for me, I train better in the morning, so that's how I did. I just got up that little bit earlier, gymmed before college, and it was done then for the day, and I could focus then on studying for the evening. So it's definitely manageable. And yeah, I think when I wasn't training, actually, I wasn't as efficient with my time. So I suppose it helped me in some ways as well, keeping up the two.
Very good, excellent. I just announced that our spot prize winner is Mark Halliday. So Mark, if you want to send me your home address and phone number, we'll get a little spot prize off to you. I think there's one more question in there from Dearbid Nolan. At what age should you really focus on rowing? For example, going to the gym, dieting, etc. Not sure how. I don't know how you'd answer that question. At what age should you really focus on rowing? Well, I started rowing when I was 12, 11. So I suppose as soon as you're out of nappies, if you want.
Yeah, I think that changes for everyone. I mean, I didn't start till I was 16. Some people don't start till they're 30 and do amazingly well. So and other people, like you said, start when they, straight when they are the minute they're born. So
yes,
it's kind of, I suppose that one's down to the person and individual. And I suppose in fairness with rowing, whatever you put into the sport, you usually get back. So the hours you put in, you usually get in return. So
excellent.
And some of us
That's about
45, so never too.
You're never too old to start. You're never too old.
Exactly.
Too old.
Yeah.
An old dog.
Exactly. Katie, thank you very much again for the session. It was fantastic to have you on, and hopefully we'll have you on again in the next week or two. Guys, thanks very much for attending. Again, we have Pilates tomorrow night, and we have Natalie Long for an intensive interval session on Thursday night. So they should be 2 good sessions to look forward to. Katie, thanks again.
Yeah,
We'll talk to you soon. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks.